YouTube is happening. It is Saturday, September 6th, and we're going to go ahead and talk about NFL for tomorrow on Sunday, September 7th. We had the two games on Thursday and Friday. We broke those down already in different videos, and it was a good day overall. Can't complain. Chiefs, Chargers in Brazil went 3-0 on the plays. Here, let me show you the plays that was sent out to everybody because it was in the video. So let me pull this up so you can see it because I like to, show what happened. And, we do that around here. So we took these three plays. We took the over 46.5. We took McConkey to get 72.5 receiving yards and Dicker, the kicker, to get 2 field goals. And all three hit. That's a 3-0 sweep. We'll take that each and every day. So enough of that. If you want to join, get the plays typed out for every single sport, not just NFL, or you want access to the spreadsheets, which will have some data as of Tuesday, probably, maybe Monday night afternoon. Once the games are finalized and I have all the box scores, I'll be able to actually generate some information here. So it'll kind of look like the college sheets. That's what they look like now. See, good stuff. So the NFL ones will be the same way. So we're going to break that down. Enough of that. You can check out the HQ for all that stuff. We're going to break this down. We're going to look at props. So let's stop wasting time. We got 13 games. Let's jump to the first game right now. Okay, so the first game here, I'm going to kind of show you, I'm going to walk you through how this will look for every game going forward for the whole season. This is going to be the first one. The first game is going to be Tampa Bay at Atlanta. It is a divisional rival game. You know this, nothing too crazy. We got Tampa. They're 1.5 point favorite, 46.5. So this is what we're going to do every game, every week. So you see that, we pop over here, we're going to peek at the spreadsheet. There's nothing on there right now, so we move away from the spreadsheet. So what do? We go to depth charts right now. That's what we do in week 1. We look at depth charts in all sports, so we can see who is playing, who's out there. So you got Baker, Bucky, Mike Evans, Godwin's still out. Abuka's going to do work, I do believe. Baker's very high on him, so just looking at some of the interviews. Case should be pretty good too. Then you got your UD, your O-line is all there. Secondary was an issue last year for Tampa. They were the 4th worst, which look, let me show you this. This is the 2024 standings last year in yards. Passing, you see the best was the Eagles at 174. 4th worst, Tampa. Atlanta was somewhere in the middle, I do believe. Yeah, they're down here. So, actually, they're in the bottom 10. They're at 224. So, passing yards could be a good thing for both quarterbacks. And then if you want to see rushing yards, because I got you, Baltimore held teams to 80.1 average. Tampa, 97. So they're pretty damn good at that. Atlanta, if you want to do something to Atlanta, I believe Atlanta's pretty much middle of the pack on this. Yeah, they're 120. So there's Atlanta on rushing. So we can look at that for every game so far. Then we go over to props. I have it one sheet. I know the other two games I split up between sheets, but I've decided I'm going to play the things that matter the most to me. You have access to Outlier if you want it. If you want to see some, look at the props I do. I'm doing 6 props. I'm going to do your usual, your passing, receiving, your rushing yards. I gotta do my made field goals. You know I love those. I gotta do what else is there? Tackles, assists, absolutely. And I'm gonna do touchdowns because I want to see if anybody pops up like they get a touchdown every 80% of the time in the last 5. Yeah, I'm probably gonna take them. So if you want to take any of these other things, you can by all means have fun. It's all there for you. Go click the link. Go get you some. It's there. So, but that's what I'm gonna do for the video. So because these are the ones I like playing the most. I'm gonna play what I like. So, so you see here. I look at everything last 5. I want to see green. That's what I want. I don't want to see these oranges down here in this column. Oranges means 60% means 3 out of 5 times they hit. That's not that great. I want at least 80% or higher, which means 4 out of 5 times it hit. If you want to go last 10, we could, and see it gets even worse. But I like last 5 because that's a month of football. So I think that's enough data, enough history to decide. So we can just kind of see how these players are going to act, how the teams are going to perform, game plans, schemes, what have you. So, so you see all these 80s for 4 out of 5, and then we see rankings for last year. We see Caden Ellis tackles assists, beautiful against Tampa. So good stuff indeed. The kicker for Atlanta, I can never say his name. You know who it is. You can read it. He's pretty good, 1.5. And then over here, Bijan has great numbers. Different odds. You see that there, which is kind of weird, but Tampa we saw as the 4th best run defense. Why would I ever take those? So let me grab the green I like. It's going to be you. And it's going to be the kicker. Anything else? I don't like the matchups. I want to do green only matchups in NFL this year. So I want to be really consistent on if it makes sense or not. So like we could look at like Tampa's kicker. You know I love me some kickers. Let's start with Tampa kicker. You see 2024, his average was 178. We go last 10, it was 19, last 5, 2-2. So he got more action throughout the season, but these twos, that's the max. I want some pops. I want threes and fours. Like, I want more of these out there. So it makes me feel a little bit safer when I take these. So instead, I probably won't take that. Same thing, same different dude. Bunch of twos. It doesn't work for me if I go with 2024. You see, I want some threes in there like this. I don't care if you have a one. Give me some more potential pops. This is too safe, like too consistently just ride the line. So I won't take him. What I will take though is Ellis. I do like Ellis. 9-6 in the last 5. 8-5 is your number, plus 105. Good stuff, right? Beautiful. If you want to know who offers these lines, there you go. Outlier tells you can go. A lot of books offer lines like this. It ain't even on here, but Hard Rock offers it too. I don't know why it's not on here, but it does because that's where I bet these. It's Hard Rock. So you can go Underdog, you go all these products. I love tackle assists. Good stuff. So you can see 2024. This man hit double digits often. I love that. So that's 8.80 on the season, 8.5. This will be the play I'm going to take. So. And if I don't love a play, I'm going to do just like I do in baseball or college or anything. I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to pass. Y'all have fun. I'm moving on. Here, I'm taking Caden. Give me Caden over 8.5 tackles plus assists for plus 105 or plus whatever it is on Hard Rock. It's somewhere in that range because they're all close. And we're going to move on to game number 2. All right, so now we're going to move on to game 2. You got the grip. If you don't understand something, put a question in the comments. It's there for it. I answer a lot of comments out there. There's no such thing as a dumb question. If you want to know, hey, what's this mean? What's the point of this? Why'd you do this? Why do you do this? Ask away. There's no such thing. I'll answer it if I can. So we're going to move on to game 2 now. You ready? Now that we know how it works, we're going to move faster because I can't have this video be an hour and a half, right? So let's kick it up in a little bit. So game 2 is going to be Bengals Browns. And the first thing I think of this game, I think Bengals touchdowns. That's all I'm thinking of. I'm thinking Bengals passing, but then Browns secondary is pretty good too. So where's the line? Where are we at? Where are we at? There we go. It's 4.5 for Cincy on the road. 47.5 is our total. Again, no spreadsheet, but you can see weather at least. Hey, I have that 65 degrees. I can show all that stuff. So let's pop over here and take a real quick look at the offense defensive numbers. Bengals down here, they were 124th in rushing, which means they're in the bottom half, barely. They're kind of middle. Browns on the rushing side, where are the Browns? Right there below them at 129. If we come over here, we go yards. And some people say you can't use these your last year's teams. Yeah, but I mean, you didn't change the entire team over. Unless you have an expansion team where you have a brand new coach and all new players. Yeah, you don't use this, but most of your players are still there, so it does make enough sense. So that you can use it, extrapolate some data from it, so we can use that. Passing defense, come on down. Oh, where are the Browns? I know they're pretty good. Yeah, Browns are only 212, and then the Bengals are 223, bottom half as well. So let's go ahead and head over to props. Actually, nope. Sorry, lies. We got to go depth charts. How dare I forget the depth charts in this one? So let me go. We're going to go up to Cincy. We're going to open Cleveland, and then we are actually going to zoom out a little bit so I can show you these things. Do I got to zoom out? No, I don't have to zoom out. That's right. Schedule. That works just fine. Perfect. We got Burrow to Chase. That's going to be fantasy pipeline for a lot of people. I'm sure you see the team there. Good stuff. There's your defense. There's your kicker situation. Let's go to Cleveland, look at their depth chart so we can see who's doing what. The 17 quarterbacks on the team. Deshaun Watson still listed as 4th string. That's hilarious to me. Judkins just signed his deal literally today, I believe it was. So he's finally going to show up and do something. You see the rest of the team there. There's your defense, and there's your kicker situation. Not the best overall. Old man Flacco going out there with 2 rookies backing you up, and then somebody who came to play. So props. Let's see what we got over here. Let's get rid of you and change this over to Browns Bengals and see what stands out. What's green? What has green matchups? So here we have Myles Garrett tackles assists. It's only 2.5. I do prefer my tackles assists to come from the safety, the linebacker, then the corner in that order. So that way you have higher chances, more numbers. I'd rather take somebody who has a 6 or 7 line versus a 2.5 because this is Myles Garrett. Come on. How many tackles assists is he actually going to get? I mean, I'd rather take Ward. I feel better about Ward. But Garrett 2.5 is 180 though. He'll 155. He'll probably hit this, but I want something closer to 100. I want close even money. Let's look at both of them anyways. Let's do both. We gotta look at Chase because he's 100%. Any hundreds we tend to look at a good bit unless I overlook it. I occasionally will do that. I'm not perfect. So let's start with the 100. Chase, Jesus, my God, 113 average on an 84. I mean, come on. I don't care who the defensive is. Chase is going to get his yards. We know that. We go 2024. You see he averaged 100, which still is 15 yards over his number. The last 6 games he hit this. I like this play. I do like it a lot. Let's look at the other ones. Ward 4.8 on a 4.5. Don't love that. Back it up last 10. I hate it even more. So we go Myles Garrett 3.333 4.2. See, that's a 3 average. I don't love that on 2.5. So yeah, the play I'm going to take, I'm going to stick with Chase. Look at that numbers. The man is averaging 100 for the last season. And now you get Burrow again, and you could pop this off. How did you do last year against the Browns? 97 and 55. I don't love it, but I have a feeling Bengals are going to be in a lot of high-scoring affairs. What's the total in this game? I don't know if I trust the Browns offense, though. Well, the Bengals are 4.5. I mean, I think Bengals are just a better team overall. I don't think the Browns are good. I don't think. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know who I was picking the Tampa Atlanta game. This one, I do have a clue. I think I want to take Cincy 4.5. But if you want to prop, I would go Chase. So for me, which one we go with? It is in Cleveland. If it was not in Cleveland, it would probably be 7. So let's take Chase. We'll just stick with the prop in this one. We're going to take Chase. Chase over 84.5. I'm down for that. So yeah, he's going to be the main guy, obviously. So his receiving yards next. All right, that was quick. That was good. You like that? That's a good pace, right? All right, let's move on to game 3 now. So we got Colts, we got Dolphins. Now there's gonna be some games that are absolute garbage. This might be one of them. Just saying, it just might be. You'll know when we get to them. Basically, those teams that are fighting for draft picks, top 10 picks, yeah. When they play each other, I just pass immediately. There we go. We can move on. So Dolphins, though, are decent. So we'll look. Dolphins are dogs on the road at Indianapolis. 46.5. What? It's indoors. There's no weather to worry about. Tua don't have to be cold, so that's good. Let's go over here and get rid of these. Look at some depth charts. What are we missing? There's something we're missing because ain't no way Indianapolis is better than this. Let's look at the depth chart first with them. Daniel Jones, come on. Anthony Richardson's not even good enough to play quarterback. Been saying that for years. He was terrible at Florida. Now he's going to bench. He's not going to start again unless you get hurt, which, hell, you probably won't. You're just, yeah, there's your team. I'm not impressed with this team. I'm just not. Not at all. And then Miami, we go their depth chart. I mean, you got Tua, you got HA, you got the team right here. The offense should be fine. Defense is another question. Let me go pop over here real quick and go look at the defensive offensive numbers. Passing defense. We want to see, where's Miami pass defense? Miami Dolphins, they were top 10. Look at that. Pass defense. Now, they did have a little bit of shakeup in secondary. We know that. And Indianapolis is where are they at? Way down here. You're giving up 7th most passing yards last season. You got Tua, Waddle, and Teague coming in. Ooh, I don't love that for you. And then rushing, what have you. Dolphins are, where are they at? They're not in the middle, are they? I think when Colts or Dolphins, there's Colts. Colts are one of the bottom 10 worst rush defenses as well. And Miami is up here in one of the top 10 best ones. So yeah, I'm taking Miami plus 1.5. What are we thinking here? Miami money line? That's got to be the play. It's got to be the play. Who else could it even be, right? Dolphins, Colts. Oh, okay. We're looking at props here. I've already recorded this once on this section right here. Sanders is on the IR. Why? Underdog is giving him lines. I don't know. Underdog, fix your lines. So don't look at him. You're not going to find him. So ignore that one. But we are going to look at Taylor because Taylor is the one absolutely just look at these numbers. Taylor's the play in this one we're going to take. You can see 2024 what he did. Rushing yards, just pure, just look at that last 5 games, just disgustingly good. So last 5, he averaged 144 over a 78. Yeah, I'm taking that. That's the play I'm taking. Other than that, there's nothing else I want in this one. So let's take this and move on to the next game. All right, let's move on. We're going to have a couple games that are going to be passed on soon, starting with this one. Raiders and Patriots. And I'm sorry, I'm just not sold on either of these teams at all. Not even the slightest. I know a lot of people are all about some JT, but I'm not. Sorry. I need to see what he does. Yeah, he did it. Yeah, it was Boise. Look at he played a competition. Yeah, you get up for the 1-2 big games that you play. Now you're playing the big boys. I want to see what you do against grown-ass men. Not the whack. Sorry. So we have, is he going to be good? I think he'll be decent. I don't think he's going to put up 150 a game, which, hey, I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong, but you never know. So they've already changed his running stance. He doesn't do a straight up stand anymore. He leans now. So they're already messing with the man. See, 44.5 our total. That's disgusting. I don't like this. 2.5 for New England. Ew. spreadsheet's empty. Let's go look and see if what I said makes sense. Like rushing defense, Patriots. That's the main thing we gotta say. Patriots. How did you do stopping the run last year? You are. Where the hell are you? Page. I am scrolling all over it. I know I am. There they are. They allowed 131 last year. Okay, so that's bottom 10. That ain't that good. That ain't that good. Okay, so JT might have himself a game. All right, and then we got the Raiders are at 116, and we go over the passing side, and we can see, what do we have? Raiders at 216, and New England is going to be way down here, aren't they? They're going to be somewhere down here. In the middle? New England? Yeah, top 10. Look at that, 211. So not bad. The teams were not terrible offense or defense. Let's go to props. We got get rid of you two. Love those two plays. Let's change this over. I know everybody in their mama going to be taking this today. So Raiders, Patriots. Let me show you. Not much. We got Geno Smith over 4.5 rushing yards. I mean, yeah, it's out there. 23rd. If you think he's going to scramble for 5 yards, be my guest. Other than that, we're going to have Jeremy Chin, 6.5 tackles assists. Beautiful. Now, I could take defense in this one. See, now we're talking. Now we're talking my language. Adam Butler tackles assists. I do like that. I'm never going to take somebody that's 11.5 receiving yards because they're like the third, fourth, fifth option. I don't like that. So all of these dudes, sorry, yeah, they did great, but I got to see what they do for at least a game or two. And then we got Daniel Carlson. I don't trust him as a field goal kicker. I just don't. So let's start with Jeremy Chin. 9.4 on a 6.5. I like that. I like that a lot. Last 10, he averaged 7.9, which is still over 6.5. And you can see what he did. He gets a lot of assists, a lot of tackles. He's a safety, just like I like. And then lastly, we got Butler, who is at 3.5. I don't love this one, though. So for me, yeah, I think I'm going to take this one. Chin. Take it on the chin. Over, what is that, 6.5? And it says, let me just verify. Yeah, okay, there are the book. There are the books. And let me, while we're doing this, let me do it right now live, just to prove. Let me go to Hard Rock. Hold on. It doesn't say it up there, but it's on there. Let me go log in. Hold on. Got you. We're going to NFL, which is right there. I'm going to scroll down to this wonderful game, which is right there. I'm going to go player props, and I'm going to scroll all the way to the end and hit defense, sacks, tackles, assists. I open it up, and there's Chin. Over 6.5. It's minus 130, but it's on here. So it's there. So good deal overall. Cannot complain on that. So yeah, we got Chin. That's what I'm taking next. All right, let's move on. I'm going to have a pass eventually, I'm sure. I'm not playing 13 plays or 14 now. I got a double dip. Who knows? What's the next game on the list? We got Saints and Cardinals. Are the Saints the worst team in the league? Because I remember seeing like a few weeks ago, people were discussing the whole Saints over under 5.5, I think was the win total. And I looked at their schedule and I was like, I don't know how they even get 4 wins, much less 5.5. So because the quarterback situation is that good. And it's like, okay, who are they taking? They taking for Arch? I mean, Arch in New Orleans would make sense. I mean, hey, whatever, based on which Arch is done, you might get him not in the first pick. You might get a discount. So just saying. Oh man, it is Arizona 6.5 on the road, 43.5 total spreadsheet. There you go. Let's go look at the offense defense right quick. Oh, I didn't even look at depth chart for Raiders and Patriots. That's how bad it was. I didn't even care to look at it. I'll show you here in a second. See, it's week 1 for me too. I'm learning as we go as well. Arizona passing 216 a game last year. Saints on defense. And Saints pass defense 238. So Saints bottom 6, obviously, when you're one of the worst teams, you're going to be at the bottom a lot. So, and we come over here, Cardinals. They were bottom 10 as well on rush defense. And Saints were the second worst at 141. No, you can't see it. Ain't nobody worse than Panthers. My God, they gave up 3,000 yards rushing. Yeah, take the running back prop versus Carolina. Let's do that. You're probably going to be good. So let's look at some, let's look at some Raiders Patriots right quick because I overlooked that. And then we'll grab Arizona and New Orleans. Got them all. Got to catch them all. So we go depth chart for the Raiders. Let me show you this. Geno, GNT, we got this. We got Brock Bowers. Yeah, obviously, he's going to be heavily bet. There's your defense with Max Crosby and fam. You got special teams with Carlson. Don't love that. We come over here to New England. Actually, let's just delete that. We go depth chart for New England. So I can show you. We got Drake May. Bunch of people out there, I guess you can call it. Hunter Henry, still 85 years old in the league. Good job, Hunter Henry. You can see the defense there. And then Andy Borregales is the kicker for them. Don't love that either. And then we go Arizona depth chart. We got Mr. Xbox himself, Kyler Murray. And we got Marvin Harrison, and who I thought he would have a much bigger year last year than he did. But whatever, I digress. Connor, Zay Jones. I mean, that's your team, your defense. You can see that. There's your kicker, Chad Ryland. And then lastly, Nolans. Nolans. I don't. Kamara, Olave, Rashid, not a bad receiving core because Kamara's he's basically our running receiver. Spencer Rattler, I don't love that at all. Don't love that. Oh, then we got your defense, and then we got Break Gruppe. So, yeah, let's go to props. Get me off this game, please. I don't want to do it. You can't make me. Oh, man, we're doing it, though. So, props, what do we got? Sometimes we don't have much to pop up, and that's probably a good thing. So 8.5 for George McBride, 64.5 receiving. Other than that, we have 100% for Jalen Thompson. I am down. I am down. Let me look at McBride too, just because. Look at these. Thompson, 7.6 on a 5.5. That's a nice average. Lots of tackles. Good stuff. Last 10. I'm not trying to just go too crazy. I don't love this as much. I need to see. He's too close to the line. And McBride receiving looks pretty good, but Carolina shut his ass down. How do you let Carolina shut you down of all teams? Weird. Last season, you were, damn, that's good. That's a good line. 61. I'd rather have at least 10 extra. I want this to be at least 75. I want 10 plus, this plus 10. That's what I would like for yards. But damn, he hit this 10 out of 16 times. Carolina shut him down. Chicago started the season a little slow, which makes me want a little hesitant here. So for me, hey, guess what we're going to do? We're going to be a little hesitant. We're going to be a little gun shy here. We're going to pass on this one and move on to the next game. All right, see, finally, look, a pass. I told you it was possible. Hey, guess what? You want to see me do it again? Steelers, Jets. Yeah, exactly. I might do it again. Oh, but it was the line. There it is. It is Pittsburgh -3, 37.5 is our total. Spreadsheet, there obviously don't have anything there. We go to the schedule, all this stuff. Let's do the people first. People first, please. Pittsburgh, the Jets. Aaron's going up against his former team, which means nothing really, but still it's hilarious. Rodgers, a Steeler, and you see Mason Rudolph, and there's your stuff, and Metcalf, and then they got rid of what's his name that's on the Cowboys now, and it's just so many weird things. And then you got your defense, and Boswell's your kicker, and the Jets, man, the Jets. They got Justin Fields, Garrett Wilson, Lazard. You see all that. I don't love these two. I hate these. I don't hate them. I just don't love betting them at all. There's nothing that stands out, I don't think. Let's go look at the stats real quick, shall we? We got the set on rushing yards. Pittsburgh was one of the best defensive teams on rushing. They were 7th in defense last year. Good stuff overall. And the Jets were what? JETS was middle of the pack at 121. So we go over the passing side. Who gave up all the passing yards? Jets were 4th in pass defense. Meanwhile, the Steelers were not that good. Bottom 228. So, but Justin Fields can't throw that much, so I'm not too worried about that. So, see how that kind of cancels out. Let's go over here and take a look. Get rid of McBride. Still looks good. I could take that. We're being a little cautious, and we go Steelers Jets. And what do we take here? We have a lot of green. We have Garrett Wilson 52.5. A lot of just tough matchups, and Garrett Wilson 49.5. So let's take the better number, obviously. So Garrett Wilson, the only one we're even considering this line because of his matchup, is actually pretty decent. We go 2024. You see what he did. You have Justin Fields now. Justin Fields better get him 50 yards. If he doesn't, we're gonna have some big problems, because if Aaron can do it, Fields can do it. I assume you can get 50 yards, this man. I mean, what? Yeah, head to head. And then Steelers pass defense was literally 228. I'm taking this. I'm taking Wilson. I'm going to trust Fields. I want Fields to be great and just rub it in the Bears' face. Just saying. That's what I want. So Wilson over, was that 49.5? 49.5. Receive yards. That's what I'm going with next. You're probably wondering, like, JD, you have not taken a money line. You have not taken a total yet. What are you doing? Why are you taking the props? Because the props look good. That's why. Can you tell me who's going to win between Steelers Jets? Can you tell me who's going to win between Cardinals? Cardinals should be the Saints. Let's keep that real. So what was that spread? I don't trust Kyler Murray on the road. I just don't. So they should win. Dolphins, Colts should be the Dolphins. I probably will put a nice little money line parlay in. How about that? Is that fair? Is that a fair trade-off? Will that make you happy? Money line parlay just for tomorrow. I got you. There. Good. All right, and we'll go back through the end and figure out that parlay. So let's move on to the next one, which is another beautiful game. This one is going to be one-sided. I'm sorry. It is going to be Washington and New York. I don't care about Russell Wilson being quarterback. Jameis should be quarterback always. I love the theory going around that Jameis should be the backup quarterback for all teams. Somebody goes down, put him on a jet, send him there. He'll be there after halftime. He got you, no problem. Man, James is fun. He's fun to watch. So you're going to have action. He's going to throw 4,000 yards and 4,000 picks. Hey, do what you got to do. 45 and a half. I like Washington. Washington. I don't care about a year two slump. I think they still whoop ass. That's what they're going to do. Again, let's look at the weather. 79, 6.8, Landover, nothing crazy. Let's go up here. Let's look at offense, defense, passing defense. Washington, third best. Giants, in the top 10 as well. So they're both pretty good pass defenses. We go rush defense from last season, obviously. We see Washington, where's that W? Way down here at the bottom, third worst run defense. So Giants running back prop for sure. And then what about Giants? Oh, Washington running back prop for sure. Both in the bottom 6. That's not where you want to be. To the point where running backs, please stand up. Please stand up. Let's see, what do we got here? We have Russell Wilson 9.5. I'm sorry, Russell Wilson ain't running nowhere. McLaurin, I don't want passing. I want running. And guess who's going to run? Guess who's going to run the most? Exactly. You already know where I'm going with this one. The man who loves running and loves getting popped when he runs. Give me Jaden Daniels rushing yards. Absolutely, I want this. Where's it at? Where the hell's it at? Don't you hide it from me. I know it's on here. There's so much stuff. First quarter, got him right there. 44 and a half, I don't care. I think he's going to do a lot of running. I think that the Giants, a lot of that was running. He's going to, look at that. He had 127 himself versus Atlanta. That is ridiculous. Head to head. This is all last season. I don't care. Don't care. Don't care at all. So that was last season. You see he popped over a good bit. 11 out of 20, 51 average on a 44. It could be better, but I am going to take it. I am going to take that. So we're going to go Daniels. Daniels over what? 44.5 rush yards. Absolutely love that. So we're going to take that and move on next. Just realized I did it again. I did it again. My bad. My B. I didn't show you the teams yet. Hey, this is the only week I do this. So that's why it throws me off a little bit when I do it, because I always have a pattern I follow. So this is not in my pattern. So here we go. Depth chart, Giants, the G-men. And we can see that Wilson, Jackson Dart, James. I forgot all about Jackson Dart. Hell, he might be starting half of the season. He looked good in preseason. But again, he looked good in preseason. Exactly. So Malik, Wendell, Slayton, you see the team there. Defense, you see him there. Graham Gano is the kicker. We come to Washington. Obviously, we know it's Jaden Daniels going to be running. Eckler is the starter now. McLaurin, Debo is on the team now. Love that. McLaurin, that is a stacked little team with Zach Ertz as well. I do like Washington do lots of good things. And Matt Gay is the kicker. Yeah, I do like Jaden Daniels to run, though. I still like his running. So let's move on. There you go. Move on. Next game. How many we got left? We're halfway through. We're making good time, I think, right? Yeah, we're 25 minutes in. I can't complain about that. Oh, I can complain about this, though. Panthers and Jaguars. Why? I don't want to do this. I don't want to, but we're going to. We're going to, sadly. 3.5 for Jacksonville with a 46.5. I don't know who's going to win this damn game. You don't know who's going to win this game. You assume Jacksonville will, but maybe Bryce Young comes out. He's been practicing. Maybe Bryce Young's a year better, a year smarter. All of a sudden, starts hit dimes to the rookie. It could happen. The Jaguars could do the same thing, but, who knows what they're going to do. They do have the offensive coordinator from Tampa is now their head coach, so that's good for them. I assume that's good. Let's go over here. We got to look at the peoples. Got to look at the peoples. Boom and boom. Let's open these two up. We got Carolina depth chart, and obviously we got Bryson, Chuba, and I can never say his man, but McMillan. We got Hunter Renfrow, who got cut and then re-signed, so now he's starting again. Hey, whatever. Your defense, Ryan Fitzgerald is your place kicker. Weird to say that, but hey, that's true. And depth chart for the Jags, and we got Trevor Lawrence, Sunshine's the quarterback, and then Etienne. Brian Thomas is a beast. We know that. Travis Hunter is the second wide receiver on the team. Really, is he starting? Okay, he's not. He's back. He's second string on the defense though. So he's going to be mainly a wide receiver who dabbles in corner. That's what we're going to see. And Cam Little is your kicker, and that dude has a boot. That dude made a 70-yarder in preseason. I wish they had counted. I hope they get a chance because he might do it again. So, quick, let's go over here and look at the numbers. The numbers, Mason. This is rushing D. Bottom is bad. So where do you got Jacksonville? 132. That ain't good. And then Carolina. Oh yeah, that's right. 179. They let everyone run. You can run. You want 5 yards? Go get them. They're there. They're for free. Have them. Passing yards. Who was good? Who was bad? We want Jacksonville, and we want Jacksonville's the worst pass defense. 257. So you can throw on Jacksonville. That's a Bryce Young thing right there. Hey. And then Carolina, 224. So you can run on Carolina, but you can throw on Jacksonville. The two worst on each side. That's good to know. I'm leaning over all of a sudden. 46.5. We have advantages we could take advantage of. So let's go to props. See what we got here. I'm leaning over. This feels like one of those games that might be like, you all of a sudden you see it's a college game. It's like 35, 34, 31. It's like, what the hell? This is an NFL game. What are we doing? So where it be? Oh, it's way at the top. I wasn't looking there. I was looking in the middle. So we have some hundreds. We have Rico Dow to have 24.5 rushing yards. And nope. We want rushing yards versus Jaguars, or we want passing yards versus, rushing yards versus Panthers, passing yards versus Jags, so receiving yards. I don't really like, guys. Outlier. I think you might need to fix something. He's not on the team anymore. He's that's a Minnesota logo. You need to fix that. Other than that, I don't like any of these. We have some hundreds like Brian Thomas, whatever, but let me show you Brian Thomas so I can show that. Yeah, he's good. I think I'm taking the over. I can see this being higher scoring, so give me the over 46.5. I'm gonna go for that next. All right, we have 6 games left. We are trucking along. Titans, Broncos. Shit show. That's what this is. Why are all the bad teams playing the bad teams? Kind of weird. I say bad teams. I think Denver's a bad team, just because I think about Nix on the team, and it's like, it doesn't feel like a good team, but I know their defense is really good, so it's like, okay. Above average team. Titans, #1 pick for a reason. Remember that. So, but I do like the Cam Ward to Ridley connection. I bet that's a good one. Haha, puns. Let's see here. We have 8.5 for Denver with a 42.5. We go spreadsheet. Obviously, you can't see nothing. And then we pop over here. And again, we look, Carolina was 224 in pass defense, which is bottom 10. And Denver, up here, I'm sure. Denver's got to be up here. Where are they at? Denver. Right there in the middle, 220. We go rushing side. We can just stay on the same line probably. Oh, no. Let's just do this for effect. Denver, 3rd in rush defense. And then Titans are way down here, aren't they? Yes, they are. What was that, 7th worst at 133? So, yeah, of course, the #1 pick is not going to be good. It's the team that was, you get it. So, actually, back it up. Almost forgot again. Let's get rid of this. Let's go ahead and change this to this to this. Depth chart. Tennessee. Let's look who we got. We got Cam Ward. We got Ridley. Cam to Ridley is going to be fun for sure. Lockett as well is going to be fun. Okay. And then we got our defense there. You see that. And then special teams, Joey Sly. And then Denver, we got obviously Bo Nix is going to be out there with J.K. Dobbins. You got your receivers, Evan Ingram's as your tight end. Defense, you see everything there. And Will Lutz is your kicker. Let's go to the props to see what really stands out so I can grab one or two. I'm leaning past, to be honest, because I don't know enough. I want to see how Cam and Ridley do in an actual real game, not that's a preseason. So even the preseason, I wasn't too impressed, but what can you do? Titans, Broncos, yes, right there. We're in the afternoon slate already. Nice. We have very little. We have J.K. Dobbins rushing. We have Calvin Ridley receiving. I might, and Bo Nix running. Calvin Ridley receiving. I do want that. I can't hype it up so much and not take it. Dobbins at 52 on a 39, not bad, but I'm not going to take that. Ridley will come back to. And then Bo Nix. Look at him rushing yards. All right, Bo. I see you. 33. How'd you do last season? Some games you did nothing. I almost think you might have been a little hurt here, so you didn't do much. But other games you did run. So, you could run. Ridley, though, come on. Come on now. Look, he did good last year. With who was his quarterback last year? I don't remember, but it wasn't Cam Ward. So, I'm going to take Ridley. We're going to go Ridley 49.5. I feel good about that. Over 49.5. Yeah, that's what we'll take. So, good. We'll take that next. All right, moving on. We got 5 left. We got San Francisco and Seattle. Little matchup right there. See, of course, I don't really know how much I love the Seahawks, but hey, teams change, people change, whatever. 49ers, San Fran, there they are. It's 1.5 San Fran. McCaffrey is out again. Shocking, I know. McCaffrey's hurt, believe it or not. 43.5. We go spreadsheet. I will start including injuries as well, if I can, the best way I can do it, because sometimes they try to be shady with the stuff. And I'm probably going to be recording these. I'm probably going to record college on Thursdays and NFLs on Fridays. That way I ain't got to sit here on a Saturday while football's on and make this. It's 6 o'clock on a football Saturday. I'm missing games so I can do NFL for you. I mean, obviously I want to do it for myself too, but hey, it's for all of us. It's a team effort. So going forward, it's to be on Fridays. So Let's see what the teams. Let's change this up. Get rid of you, and then change it so you can see what I'm doing. And we're gonna go San Fran, and we're gonna go Seattle. Which when I do the depth charts, I do this because depth charts show me the injury, so you can see like McCaffrey's questionable. That man ain't gonna play. I think they already say he's not playing. So, Purdy, you see everything there. Here's your team. I don't. Is it weird or San Fran doesn't feel like they should be a good team, right? I know they weren't that good. Weren't they not that good last year? I cannot remember. So, you know what, let's go schedule real quick. Let's kind of look. Let's go 2024. What were they last year? Show me the number. No, where are they at? That was a bunch of L's. That was a second half season. That's a lot of L's. So yeah, they weren't that good. Good to know. And then Seattle, obviously, their quarterback is now in Vegas. So not roster, depth chart loaded up. Sam Darnold, Kenneth Walker, Cooper Kupp, Tony Horton, Jackson Smith. This is not I don't think this team's gonna be that good. They're even planning on playing Milrow like special packages. I don't like that. Let him learn how to throw more, or just learn how to throw, period, I guess. I don't love it. Don't love it at all. Let's go over to here. Get rid of you, and change you to you. Right there. Got you. Done. We have a lot of green. We have no green to look at. So anything that makes sense we can look at, though, because we have no good matchups. 19's pretty much green. We're close enough. Leonard Williams, let's grab 3.5, see what he looks like. Who the hell tackles assist for you? Don't love that. Wow, that's 186. Damn, that's a lot. A lot of tackles assists in this one. We'll grab them all. Let's look, Nick Bosa. Yeah, let's look at all these. Let's open them all so you can kind of see what I see when I see tackle assist. So Leonard Williams 3.5. That's very juicy. It's in the 140s. You see this, but don't love that 5.8 or 3.5. You could, but why is the line so low? I'm a little curious, so we'll leave it alone. Witherspoon 5.5, 6, very close. Don't love that. Nick Bosa, obviously 4. I don't like taking D lineman for my prop on this. I don't like it at all. And lastly, we got Jason Pinnock, which is a safety 5.5, and you see that, but he had this here. I don't love that. So for me, I don't love this one. This is a weird game to the point I'm just going to leave it alone. We're going to pass on it and move on to another game. Next. All right, let's move on from Seattle. We're going to the Packers and the Lions. Now, here we got a couple good teams, so we're going to see what these two teams are all about. My initial gut reaction, over, or I'm on Raw, something like that to that extent. That's my first two thoughts. So let's see what we have. What we got? We got Green Bay 1.5. Look at the lines are so tight. They scheduled this on purpose. They did that. You know they did. 47.5 our total spreadsheet. You can see where the weather and everything. And then we got schedule. We got to look at the peoples. Got to get rid of you. Change it to this, so we can look at their depth charts real quick, like we've been doing. Depth chart loaded up. And we got Goff. We got Monroe. We got Jameson. You can see the people. Laporta, Hutchinson, obviously a beast. Jake Bates is a kicker. We got Green Bay, their depth chart, and we have Jordan Love, Josh Jacobs, Romeo Doubs, Matthew Golden should be a lot of people's picks. Parsons on the right end. Can't believe they got Parsons there, but he's questionable. I don't know if he's going to play or not. And then we got McManus is your kicker. So, and we got to go back and look at our information here too, because see, we got to pull it up now. We need to look at the rushing defense with these teams because these are good offenses. We know rushing defense, we come down. Green Bay, Detroit, Green Bay, Detroit, Green Bay, Detroit. Where they at? Where they at? There's Green Bay at 99.4. Detroit is at 98.4. So they're obviously two of the top rush defense in the league. We go past D now. We come over here. Do we see Green Bay? Yes, 215. Do we see Detroit? Detroit is down a little bit further down. Detroit, third worst pass defense. So Love could have himself a game based on last year's numbers, obviously. Then we already looked at all that. So let's go to props. Let's go to props. Did I show the teams for 49ers? I did, yeah. We looked at everything. So good. Oh, did I show the stats? I don't know if I showed the stats. You can look at them. They're ESPN. They're there for you. So I don't have to show you everything. I'm going to miss a couple things here and there. So this is a lot of information out there. So what can we do? So let's change this up. We want to go Packers and Lions. We hit done, and we have a lot of green because these are some couple high-scoring teams to the point where I'm just going to take the over probably. 47.5? Yeah, absolutely. Hell, absolutely. Packers should score. I can see this easily being 27-28 at one point in this game, which is 50-something points. We're good. But what can I show you on props? Well, Parsons, if you want to take 1.5, he's questionable. The worst team to go to get that, the best matchup you can have is Detroit. So, yeah, Jaden Reed over Detroit. Yeah, Josh Jacobs touchdowns 5 for 5. This is what we look at. You gotta look at Gibbs because Gibbs does a little bit of everything 100%. Laporta, we gotta look at all this stuff. So Josh Jacobs, how many games in a row? 9 games in a row with a touchdown. Wow. Wowie, wow, wow, wow. That's crazy. That's crazy. So, damn. And then Gibbs, last 10, you see what Gibbs did. Obviously amazing. 42. That's just receiving yards, not just everything. Let's go rush. He's a rush receiving dude, obviously. There we go. Ooh, ooh, I gotta do it. Done. Give me. I got to. I don't care who, what, where, when, why. However, Gibbs over 92.5 rush plus received yards. Got to take that. Absolutely. I don't want nothing else. You can take the Jacobs touchdown you want. I'm going to take the Gibbs to do what Gibbs does best. So head to head, how do you do? I don't even care. Look at the last 10. Oh my God. The end of it was so good. Yeah, doing. And then Laporta. There's Laporta. So I'm going to take Gibbs. Tell you what, since we're in the afternoon slate now, I'm going to double dip my chip in this one too. I'm going over as well. I'm going over that 47.5. Yes, sir. I'm taking that. So 2 plays. Next. All right, we got 2 games left for the Moneyline Parlay. The next one is going to be the Rams hosting the Texans. Ugh, don't know about that one. I don't know, to be honest. TBH. Rams are a 3-point favorite with a 43.5. Cool. Kind of low scoring. And we see nothing there, obviously. Let's go over to the schedule. Let's look at the people first. Look at the people and see what we got cooking over here. Yep, put them up. All right. We got Stafford. You see that. Devontae. I like to see where people are. You see Higbee's a tight end. Your defense. There you go. Cardi's a kicker. We go Houston. Stroud, Chubb, Nico, Schultz. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Will Anderson, beast. Or Edwards, beast. Yeah, Toto. Okay. Fairman is the kicker still, so nothing crazy there. Let's go look at the numbers so we can kind of get an idea what they did last year. Texans were the 6th best pass defense. Rams were low, much lower at 223. They're in the middle of the pack. So we go rush defense. What do we have for these two? This is going to be Texans are 114s. Their defense is pretty nasty, and the Rams are down here. So right there, we're leaning Texans already. It's in the Rams. It's in Inglewood. So let's go props. We'll come over here. Get rid of you. I love that so much. I love that. Oh man, I love that. Let's see. What do we got? I don't want Ravens Bill. It's Sunday night. I want this one first. Stop it. Stop it. Got it. Okay. We have 1 green. It's going to be Chubb rushing yards. All right. The Rams run defense is bottom 12. So I guess we could look at that. Absolutely. We got to look at Cardi field goals, though. He's, hey, 100%. Love that stuff. Chubb, 43 half, and Denver shut him down. But other than that, he did pretty well. 2024, you see, didn't play many games, but there you go. 2-2, 4-2-2. That's a 2-4 average on a 1-5. Close. 2024, some games he didn't even have none, so that's kind of weird. Did he even play those games? I don't know. So that's a little sketchy. So I think I'm going to leave that alone. I think I'm going to leave Chubb alone too, just because I don't like this one. I just don't. There's something about it. I'm not feeling it. So if you can play if you want to, but sometimes you know how you get games where you have a vibe and you just don't like it. This is that game. I don't like it. So yeah, I'm going to pass. We're going to move on to Sunday Night Football next. All right, let's go to the last game. Sunday Night Football. It's going to be the Ravens and the Bills. Obviously, 2 beasts of teams. Currently, we have it 1.5 for Baltimore, 50.5. This game could be 17-15. It could be 47-35 at one point. I mean, this who knows what's going to happen in this one. I don't. You don't either. So let's come over here. Let's look at this stuff. Baltimore, #1 rush defense. And Buffalo was right there at 115. So yeah, good luck running on Baltimore. And then on the passing side, you can absolutely pass on Baltimore. They are one of the worst ones. Actually, no, they're not the worst anymore. Where did Baltimore go? Look at, they're second worst. Okay, I found them. Okay, Jacksonville. Props over against Baltimore was pretty nice last year, and then Buffalo is down here. So you can pass on them, you can't run on them. So maybe Lamar or Allen pass yards, maybe something like that. Maybe overs because of passing. Henry's going to try to run. You know that they're going to still try to do that. So let's go ahead. Actually, do we need to? Yes, we do. We need to get rid of you two and change and look at the teams just to make sure nothing is afoot. Nothing's crazy. Baltimore, depth chart. What do we have? Any injuries? Anything out? You're out. Fullback out. I don't care about fullback. Sorry. Hopkins, Lamar, Henry, Zay. You see everything there. We come on down to the defense. Nothing crazy there. And then Tyler Loop is your kicker. Buffalo. Josh Allen, James Cook, usual team there. Actually, almost the whole same team. And your defense, you see that. And then we have Prater as the kicker. So, yeah, props. Load them up. All right, we got our props pulled up now. We can see currently there's not much here. There's not really much to look at. We have one decent matchup with Bateman to get touchdowns because he's a vulture. That's what he does. Derrick Henry, 79 is 100% we got to look at. Ty Johnson, I'm sorry. I don't see you getting 11 yards. Maybe, but number one defense, not a chance. Henry versus 12. Henry versus the Bills. If you know Henry versus the Bills, you'll see why. Bateman 2024, you see, little vulture, got all the touchdowns. Look at that. I ain't taking that. What I am taking though is this man. Look at these numbers. Look at this. 2024. Look at this. Look at this. And you want to see something better? That 199, that's the Bills. Oh man, that's so much. We go head to head. He still had 84 in the other game. So you see 35-10 or 25-27. It's one of them games. I think Baltimore is the better team. I think they are. I could be wrong, but just overall pieces. I do like Derrick Henry in the ball, even though everything screams take some kind of receiver. I don't trust either of these quarterbacks to throw that much. I'd rather look King Henry run it down your throat. So give me Henry over 79.5 rush yards, and we're going to call it right there. However, let's go ahead and pop back over here to the schedule a little bit, shall we? And we got to see who is going to be in the money line parlay. Actually, let's go over here and do game lines. Even better, so we see the odds. So I want to pick like 4, maybe 5 teams for a money line parlay. Does that sound good? I'm not going to do too crazy. Like these ones that are super close, like Miami Colts, not touching that one. No, I want something a little bit better. So Pittsburgh Jets, that's past 2, not a chance. Giants Commanders, I will take Washington. I think Washington should win the game. They're at home, good stuff. So we'll take Washington. Who else do we have on here? Arizona and New Orleans. I lean Arizona. We'll come back to that one. Tampa, Atlanta, I can't pick that one. I'm obviously biased towards Tampa, but I can't do that. Vegas, New England, do you care? Because I damn sure don't care. Cincinnati, I'm going to take Cincy. I just say that earlier in the Cincy breakdown that I do like Cincy in this one. I don't like Cleveland at all. Carolina, Jacksonville, not a chance. Not a chance. San Fran, Seattle, I don't know. Denver should win. Should, but you never know. Denver's defense should. Let's take Denver. Let's take Denver. Denver's going to be up. Oh, where's it at? Who stole the letters? There we go. Got Denver in there. Not going to touch Houston, LA. Detroit, Green Bay. I don't know who the hell's going to win that game. It's just like Baltimore. I think Baltimore's better, but they're on the road, so it's a little scary. So for me, I'm going to go back up here, and I'm going to take Arizona. We're going to throw Arizona in there as the 4 spot. So I don't love Arizona there, but we got a 4-leg of Washington, Cincy, Arizona, Denver. That's my 4-leg money line parlay. Happy? I took some money lines. Good deal. So back to the schedule. We are done. Data. That leaves 1 game left on Monday. Minnesota, Chicago. I will do this video on Monday, obviously. So I appreciate being here. Drop a like, subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you're playing, taking, questions, parlays, whatever you want down there. That way we can see. I'll tell some of it. Good stuff. So for those who were here last year, let me know if you were here last year. Let me know how you did. Good stuff. So check out the HQ. If you want to go get the spreadsheets, go join the HQ there. Check out Outlier and drop a like. Definitely subscribe. If you haven't, what are you doing? Subscribe now. So anyways, I'll see you Monday for some more NFL. Peace.